Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. So today what we're taking a look at is another unboxing, and today we have the Ambeo smart headset. So essentially these are just normal earphones, but with an added benefit of having microphones actually on the outside of each basically earphone essentially. So in terms of packaging, pretty simple. This actually reminds me very much of the Rode Wireless Go. It's got a very similar vibe in the sense that it's not very easy in terms of actually getting it open, and it's kind of, despite having the magnetic kind of clasp holding it closed, once you open it your packaging's pretty much destroyed. But basically the main reason I've actually purchased this item is for my audio videos. So in order to try and have you guys experience what I experienced whenever I'm making any audio comparisons or surround sound type comparisons, what this will do is it's basically a binaural microphone setup. So basically it's got two omnidirectional microphones, so one in each ear, and by actually wearing these whilst you're making any type of recording, what you're actually doing is capturing exactly what you're hearing through these microphones. So essentially, as long as whoever's watching it is either watching it using headphones, so obviously if you are watching any of the videos that I make with this, either use headphones or earphones. That's the simplest way, but obviously for those with a full setup, full surround sound setup, in theory it should also come across correctly for you guys as well. So this actual product is a few years old now, and I've seen it in other people's videos, iFondo, as well as a few other creators out there on YouTube, and I always assumed that it was very expensive because the initial retail price for these was around £200 or £300. I believe it was $300 when these first came out. Now I actually purchased these off Amazon for around £36 or £37. So obviously comparing to the original retail price, that's quite a big drop. And my guess is that whilst these were put out as, and basically these are active noise cancellation headphones, but I think at the time these were put out, especially with it having a lightning connector on the end of it, it only really suited content creators. And I don't think very many people would have actually made use of what these actually do. So what we'll do is I'll try and get into the box. Yeah, as you can see, it's not very elegant in terms of getting in. It's not an Apple experience, put it that way. Okay, so we've broken through and pull that out. Nothing else in the box, so we'll put that aside. So first up, you get some information. We get a carrying pouch, and it doesn't look like we have any more cables, but then we have the actual microphone and everything set up itself. And as you can see, this does come with a lightning connector on the end of it. So I believe when this product first came out, they did actually advertise that they were gonna bring out an Android version, basically probably USB-C on the end of it, but I'm not sure whether that product ever did actually come out or not. Obviously, as I said, I can't imagine this would have done very well because being a wired active noise cancellation earphone essentially, at the time this came out, I can't imagine that it would have been very popular. So for content creators, as I say, it would have been good, but for everybody else it's pretty much useless. So as you can see, it has a right and left ear cup, and then on the back of each one you basically have this sort of mesh, metal mesh, and is it metal? Yeah, it probably is. And inside there you've basically got a microphone in each one, and that's then linked to this. And I think this is one of the things that put most people off this particular product. For what I'm going to be using it for, it will be fine because I'm using it for content creation. But what most people probably would have done, anybody who wasn't in the sort of tech realm, they would have bought this for the reason that these are actually advertised as being noise cancelling, and basically they've also got that transparency mode, so you can go between active noise cancellation and transparency mode depending on how you adjust this bottom button. Now the problem is this, as if you go back and you watch most videos of this particular product, this part of it weighs too much considering what you're actually putting in your ears and everything. So essentially it would have been tugging down quite heavily. And I think that's why this particular product has probably dropped so much in price. Now for me it's a good thing because it means that I've basically picked up a bargain. Even before I noticed these, I was actually looking for some binaural microphones or sort of setup, and the first one that actually came up I thought was cheap, and it was actually advertised for around £80. And I looked at it and I thought, is that really worth me buying that just for a few videos? Because I won't be using it in very many. It'll literally only be a few videos that I end up using it in. But then at this price, at £36, and you're basically getting the Sennheiser ones. Sennheiser, for those of you who don't know, have a very good reputation when it comes to audio. And basically these ones are partnered with Apogee, I believe the company was. They basically work in the microphone realm, I believe. So in terms of quality, yeah, the packaging and everything, it is a bit tacky, to be fair. And basically these aren't going to be used as any type of general headphones or anything, or earphones if you want to call it that. But basically what these are going to be used for is primarily for those videos where I just want to give you guys a bit of a better experience in terms of what I'm hearing. And obviously the primary one that comes to mind is once I actually receive my AirPods Max, the idea is that I'm going to wear these, and when I'm doing my review I'll actually give you guys a real representation of what it is that I'm hearing, so you guys can basically get an idea of how well the sound isolation works, how well the active noise cancellation works, and then also how well the transparency works. I know it's been done by other people already, but obviously I've not had the product yet, so obviously I'll have a little playback with both this as well as the AirPods Max once they do arrive. I didn't order straight away, so they're basically arriving a little later. But also, many people have asked me for sound tests on the SN11RG soundbar, and for that, this is basically perfect because it literally just gives me the ability to allow you guys to hear what it is that I'm hearing. Now, the one thing about these is, whilst these will give you 3D sound, so it will give you left, right, panning, front and back, it won't give you spatial audio, so it won't give you any of the Atmos effect that I actually hear when I'm making or when I'm doing those kind of tests. So obviously with the soundbar, the main thing is it's a Atmos soundbar, and essentially what that does is it gives you height channels. I don't believe these will capture height in the same way. They may capture height, so they may give you some sort of envelopment, but I don't think these will actually do full spatial audio. I believe for that to happen, as iFondo actually mentioned in his original review of these, you need 4 microphones, whereas these obviously you've only got a stereo. So essentially it's giving you better stereo sound. It'll give you some surround sound as well, but what it won't do is give you the full Atmos effect out of essentially what I'm hearing. So yeah, that was just a quick unboxing and first look. What I'll do is I'll have a little playback with this. I'll probably put a few test videos of this as well before the AirPods Max arrive, and then hopefully after that I can give you guys much better videos in terms of sound quality from that as well. So obviously for that video that's coming, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon as well, that way you won't miss out on any new videos. If you enjoy this video, obviously give us a like down below, and any questions that you have about this or any future videos, obviously drop me a comment down below. And other than that, thanks very much for watching.